Hey there guys, welcome back to another episode of Spartan Crew Gaming, and today we're talking about Middle-earth: Shadow of War. Once again, let's jump into it. So yesterday's stream was all about the in-game market and why there were some cool things. This stream, for the most part, was something that when I watched it, I was just like, okay, does this need to be in the game? So basically, the in-game market, you can use the Mirian you earn, by playing the game in the open world to buy loot boxes in a single player game. This is what baffled me. So this game has loot boxes, and I'm not going to be overly negative on them because some of them have some cool things, and there's some definitely cool things you can get from the market, but this game has loot boxes and it's a single player game. You don't see this a lot in single player, and I feel like this is a publisher decision to say, hey, let's make us some more money and put a microtransaction loot box system in the game. Everyone loves loot boxes. Put it in the game, do it, make us some extra money. So there is a gold currency in this game, a premium currency you can spend real money on. And I'm not too worried about it, though, because Michael DePlatter, the director of the game, said everything in this game can be unlocked by playing the game. Nothing is unlocked. I mean, nothing is, barred behind a paywall, by paying extra money. He's like, you buy the game, you get the game. So there is nothing in these war chests that you cannot get by playing the game. You can get all the legendary armor just by playing the game and killing legendary orcs. You can get all of the same stuff just by playing the game, so don't worry about it. But yes, there is a gold currency. There is a premium currency in which you can pay real money to buy gold or mithril war chests to get either legendary lords or legendary loot. So how does it work? There's two types of chests. There's the war chest, which gives you followers and a consumable. So these consumables, they're the only cool part that I kind of like about the system. Is like you can get a consumable, and it can be like, it can add a trait to your orcs. So you can give an orc a berserker raid party trait. So like, maybe you have a favorite orc, and you're like, man, I wish my orc had more backup. I'm going to give him a raiding party. So you can give him a trait, or you can make him a legendary orc with one of these consumables, or you can boost him and he can make you more money in the open world, which is kind of a strategy game thing. I'm like, okay, I get this. It's kind of like a strategy game. I'm a big player of Total War, and you can buff up your generals with certain traits. I'm like, okay, I get this, kind of cool. And that's awesome. And there's these things called reassignment orders, which allow you to put one orc from Saragost over into Kirith Ungol. I really like that. But the war chests come with followers as well, and this is what I don't understand. A game that is made really around making a nemesis and making friends now, because your orcs can be your friends too, and they have much more personality this time around. It's all about that, but then you can purchase orcs by buying a war chest. I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense to me as much. And you could tell the developers, I don't think they wanted to do this. As I said, I can't remember if I said it before, the publishers, I feel like, really pushed for the system to be in the game, and it makes sense. Other companies like EA practice this kind of thing, and it makes them a bunch of money. It makes them a huge amount of money. It's a lot of money in a microtransaction system, but I feel like this game doesn't even need it. Like, the way they mentioned it, I'm like, okay, so I can play completely without this market system. I'm like, okay, that's awesome, and I'm so glad they did that because they're not locking anything behind a paywall. So thank you, Monolith, for doing that, but I do feel like this is shoehorned in here. Of course, then there's the war chests. I mean, the loot chests, not the war chests. We just talk about the war chests. There's the loot chests, and they have loot in them. They have armor and stuff, which is kind of cool. So, maybe you can't find that piece of armor. You want to spend some Mirian on a silver war chest to get maybe a legendary, piece of armor. Cool, but I think only legendary armor is probably going to come in the gold or mithril war chests. I don't know, but nonetheless, I'm pre-ordering the game. I'll be getting a gold war chest or loot chest. I don't know which one they're going to give me when you pre-order. I'll have to look that up again, but nonetheless, because I'll be getting the gold edition so I can get the DLC for the game and the 2 extra tribes, yeah, it's just, I don't understand why this loot box system is in a single player game. Nonetheless, I'm not overly mad about it. The game is fine. It's going to be great, and you don't even need to play with it. It's just in a game that's all about making orc allies and friends and enemies. Why would you want to buy them with real money or even fake money that's in the game? So yeah, I like the consumables bit. I think that's kind of cool, and that you can use that. And I kind of understand maybe getting loot. And they basically said, if it's for people who are always killing orcs, or maybe don't have enough orc friends and they want a powerful follower, okay, I get that. My only thing where I could see myself using followers is at the beginning of the game when I need some awesome followers. And when you pre-order the game, you get the 4 epic followers or legendary followers, and you could either kill them to get some legendary armor, or you can use them to help you out. So I understand having them at the beginning of the game, but I feel like once I'm 30 hours into the game or longer, why would I want to buy followers or buy a follower and stuff when I can make one? So that's my big thing. I find the system pretty useless, but I understand why it's there, because I'm pretty sure the publishers were just like, hey, let's make some more money. This game's not going to be any worse from it. You can completely ignore the market system. It's not going to affect the way you play. I don't think so. Hopefully not. I mean, that's what the developer said. There's no need. They basically said there's no need to use it, which I'm like, okay, then why is it in the game? So I feel like this was shoehorned in there. Hopefully you guys aren't too upset about it. I wouldn't worry about it because you don't even have to use it. You can earn all your stuff without even having to use the loot box system. But nonetheless, guys, that is all that is in this video. Thought you should know. Also, a bunch of content has been released on YouTube. A bunch of gamers went up to Warner Brothers and the embargo's been put down. So a bunch of new Shadow of War footage is on the internet from YouTubers and stuff. Go check it out. Really awesome. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you are having a blessed week. And tell me what you think of this loot box system in a single-player game. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I still think the game's going to be great. And since it's not going to be making the game, have anything locked behind a paywall, I'm just fine with it. I just think it's kind of useless. So nonetheless, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.